P equals primary. So write this down. And then S equals secondary. That's our little key. Okay. So we're going to talk about color theory today, how colors interact. I wanted to do something simple for us as we are just getting back into the classroom after spring break and all the different transitions. So I think this is really good. So on the top half of your paper, draw a circle. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Don't worry if it's messy. This is just our notes. And then draw another circle on the inside, kind of like a donut. And then draw a line straight through. Okay. Next, we need a really wide X. So what I mean by a wide X is the tops and bottoms are pretty far away from each other. So this is going to be our color wheel, and I'm just going to erase for my demo. If you have pencil, you can erase the inside. If you did it in pen, it's not a big deal. Again, these are just our notes. Okay. Okay, so we're going to make a color wheel in here. And I'm going to also show you how to use the 2 cups of water. Okay, and so the first thing is you always want to activate your brush. So you want to put it in the water before you start. And then you want to drip about 4 drops in each color. And you don't need to do brown or black. See, I'm just dripping. And this is going to activate the pigment in the pan. Okay, so get some water in there. Start to activate that pigment. Okay, so first dirty, then clean. So when I'm gonna get some paint here on my brush. I'm gonna do a yellow, so everybody do yellow. And the top center one, we're gonna paint in yellow. And then you're gonna put it in the dirty and really clean it off. Getting it clean. See, I'm kind of checking it, wiping it off, and then put it in the clean. That's like the rinse. Okay, and then you can put the paintbrush down there. Make sure that there's tons of water in these little pans, that they're nice and juicy. Okay, and the pigment is starting to get activated. Watercolor likes water, right? It's in its name. Okay, so we're going to first do the primary colors. So we've got yellow, and then skip this one and do blue. I'm going to make mine a little darker. There we go. And I don't care if you're messy on this. Dirty, clean. Then skip one and do red. A little more pigment. Dirty, clean. Okay, those are our primary colors. We're going to label them with a P. The next thing we're going to do is, oops, I put it in the dirty, is the secondary colors. So orange is between red and yellow. And I recognize that you guys might have done this. Dirty, clean. Yeah, middle school, elementary school, preschool. You might have done it in all those places, or maybe some of you have never done this. And I just do this every semester, dirty, clean, just to get everybody on the same page about color. Plus, it's kind of fun just to paint a little bit. And I always enjoy it, and I've done it hundreds of times. So don't take it as like, oh gosh, this is boring. Just take it as something relaxing. And if you've never done it, then you're learning, okay? And if you have done it, then it's just refreshing your memory, okay? We're gonna put in the green. A little bit more water. Remember, watercolor likes water. Dirty, clean. And then we can put in the S's. S stands for secondary. There's our color wheel. We're going to move on. We're going to go to the second half, and we're going to talk about how these colors work together, how these colors interact, how they're interconnected. Okay, so we're going to write primary plus primary equals secondary. Okay, and we're just going to use, for this little exercise down here, our red, our yellow, and our blue. And we're going to use something to mix with. I have a little lid. The people in class have the lid to their paints, right? This part here, that's your mixing tray, okay? All right, and we're going to do some mixing in here. So the first one we're going to do is red. So take a little bit of red, put it down in here, and then before I clean my brush, I'm going to take some red. I'm going to get it on my mixing plate. Just a little bit. Then dirty, clean. Okay, and then we're going to mix red with yellow because that's another primary. So yellow here, and then putting some yellow down here on your mixing plate. And sometimes you need a little bit more yellow than you do the other colors when you're mixing with yellow. Okay, and then mix those two together and see what you get. Yeah, you get a nice orange. If you get too much red, you want to add some more because it should look orange. It should not look red. Maybe on the recording it looks, or on the screen, it looks red, but that is in person orange. Okay, and then we're going to just put red plus yellow equals orange. Right, and it's just like math. Okay, we're going to do this again with some more primaries. So we're going to do yellow, some yellow down in here. Get a lot of yellow. See how watery it is? Mine is so watery that it's starting to drip. That's how watery it should be. And then blue. We'll do blue this time. And blue is pretty strong, so you don't need a lot of blue. Mix them together. Get a green. Might not be your favorite green, but it is a green for sure. Dirty green. Okay, and then we'll write those in. So you can see how these interact. Okay, how orange is connected to red and yellow, green is connected, well, made up of. It's kind of like baking. Okay, and the last one is blue. And blue down in here. Dirty, clean. Plus red. Mix them together. I might need a little bit more blue in mine. Just a little bit. Make what we call violet in art. Okay, lots of people call it purple. There's nothing wrong with calling it purple. Okay, so let's write that in. Blue plus red equals, put it off to the side, violet. Okay, so now that we've kind of established how these colors are related, we can now use the orange pan, the green pan, the purple pan, or violet. We can use those. Let me take this one off. Okay, perfectly fine to use those. And after you're done with this exercise, add more water to your pans. You're going to kind of constantly add more water. Just dropping it in there. You can also at any time, if your clean water starts to get dirty, you can go get new clean water. You don't have to ask, you just go do it, okay? We need to clean off our palette, our mixing palette. So I like to just get a little bit, my paper towel, another paper towel, a little bit of water, and just kind of wipe it off. And then fold the paper towel over. Just get it really nice and clean so we can mix more. Okay. We're going to get started on the next page. So the next page, we're going to do primary plus primary equals, I'm sorry. Oh gosh. Primary plus secondary equals a new word, which is tertiary. Tertiary, tertiary. So when we talk about a tertiary color, we actually always do the primary first, and we always say the primary first, and we write the primary first in art class, okay? If you're Crayola, you can make a color with the secondary name first, and that's fine, but in art class, so we're just gonna say primary color first. Okay, primary color first. Now we're going to get ready to do some more mixing. Okay, and we're going to start with red. Put some red down here. Get it kind of drippy. Dirty, clean. And then we're going to do orange. Getting stuck. And put that next to it. Notice that I first get it nice. Look how drippy it is. See, it's dripping. That's how much water you should be using. If not, add more. Okay, and then we're going to mix them together. And you should get red, orange. And it kind of looks, mine kind of looks like a tomato color. Dirty, clean. So when I say primary first, this is going to be called red, orange. I know that there is a Crayola crayon that is orange red, or there probably is. And that's just so that they can sell you more crayons. It also might be the case that the red orange is a little bit more red, and the crayon they sell that is orange red may be a little bit more orange. Okay, but in the art class, we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to go kind of fast through this. So the next one is yellow. We're going to make a yellow orange. So we're going to put a yellow here. And remember, yellow needs a little bit more yellow than the other color because it's so light. Dirty, clean, orange. Oops, I forgot to put it down here. Okay. I can already tell I need a little bit more yellow. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Here we go. What a pretty color. So nice color. Dirty, clean. This reminds me of spring here. So this one would be called yellow orange. So you can see these are all primaries, and these are going to be secondaries, and then these are going to be the tertiaries. Okay? Okay, we're going to keep going. The next one is yellow again. Trying to make them kind of small because I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 6 rows to do here. So we got yellow, and then green. We're going to make a yellow green. Pretty clean. Oops, that's a little too much green. But look at it flow. Yellow. You need a lot more yellow than the other color. Okay. And this is like a really pretty lime green. I think this might be my favorite color, but I really like all of them. Guess it's a good thing I'm an art teacher. Okay. So it's kind of like a lime, right? But we are going to call that yellow green. Oops, I forgot this isn't equal. Sweet. I think I'm going to clean off my mixing plates so that we can do a few more. So now we're going to go, and I got a clean plate, and we're going to do another green mixture. So blue plus green. So blue, put a blue here. Dirty, clean, plus green. Mix them together. You get a really nice blue green. You might call this teal. Mine's a little green. So I'm going to add some blue. There you go. Not sure how it looks on camera, but that looks a little bit better. That's a nice blue green. Also one of my favorite colors. I like the greens. The blue plus green equals blue green. So again, these are all primaries, secondaries. Cool. Alrighty, next one is going to be blue plus violet. Blue, blue, dirty clean, red. Oh, I just did the wrong thing, didn't I? Blue plus violet. So I can just kind of press that. It's just my notes. Blue plus violet. There we go. Cover up that red. It's okay to make a mistake. We're all human. Okay, and the blue plus violet, it actually looks very, they look really similar. There's not a lot of change in this one, I noticed, but that's okay. There is some change. I need a little bit more violet. Blue, violet. There we go. Dirty, clean. All righty. Last but not least is red, violet. So here's our red. Dirty, clean, violet. Get it really nice and dark. Need more red. There we go. Nice red, violet. Red plus violet equals red, violet. Okay, and we've got a second page of color theory notes. All right. Okay, brand new page. What we're going to do today, this page, is we're going to do complementary colors. Complementary colors. Complementary. And we're going to call them pairs. Complementary pairs. Okay, and the complementary pairs are opposite on the color wheel. So I'm just going to go back to our color wheel for a minute. You don't have to flip back in your journal, but they are directly opposite on the color wheel. So if we have yellow here, directly opposite is purple. So they're a pair. Green, directly opposite is red. So they're a pair. And blue and orange are a pair. And when you use complementary colors in a work of art, they really draw your attention. Sometimes they can be kind of garish or just really shocking. A lot of times sports teams use these colors. And then of course there's red and green, which is Christmas, right? So we're going to do just red here. Dirty, clean, and green. That's a pair. That's a complementary pair. And then I'm going to just make a little line in between. That's one pair. The next pair is, we'll do orange, dirty, clean, and blue. That's a pair. You guys know any sports teams that are blue and orange? All right, and the last pair is yellow and purple or violet. And this is like husky colors. I know, I'm a Cougs. Well, I'm a Coug family. I didn't go to Washington State University, but I think Lake Stevens has these colors, the Lakers. Okay, so those are a pair. And these complementary pairs are opposites. So I want you to write that down. Opposites on the color wheel. And next class, we'll pick up here with some more color theory.